Dum dum doo 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 doo. We found one. I found one. I found one. Listen, if it's one thing your girl love to do, it is to read books. As a romance reader, my TBR is always chaotic. I never know what book I'm going to read. I have TBRs, but do I always stick to them? No. Am I encouraging you to stick to them? No. Read what you want to read. Read what you're in the mood to read. So when I create a TBR or when I post a video about my TBR, there are books that I want to read, books that I need to read, books that I'm in the mood to read. And there's something that I think that I need to say. Just because you see someone else reading like a huge amount of books in 1 month, that doesn't mean that you need to do the same. Read at your pace. Read what you're in the mood to, because you are going to be satisfied. You want something that you will love, that you will enjoy, that will make you happy, make you swoony, make you giggly. Do that. Always, always, always do you, because I'm always doing me. I'm always going to read the books that I want to read. This month we're doing things a bit different because I don't know what books that I want to read in March. I have a few books that are already on my TBR. Exhibit A. Okay, Exhibit A. But I want to challenge myself a bit. Instead of just randomly, oh, I want to read that. Oh, I want to read this. Oh, this is releasing. I need to read this. Oh my goodness, I should read that. You all are always recommending books to me. You all are always suggesting books to me. And I keep adding them to my TBR. And I really want to get to it. I really want to get to those books. So for the month of March and maybe going forward, I am just going to add prompts and keep adding prompts to this jar to help me, one, get through my physical TBR, because I keep adding books but I'm never reading them, and to get through books on my e-reader. I do have a Kindle, but I do prefer my e-reader. Okay, I want to be getting through those e-books, okay, those Kindle books. I have over 2,000 Kindle books that I need to read. I keep buying books, but the pace at which I buy books, yeah. If you want to see what fate have in store for me, because things might get really interesting. If you'd like to see the prompts that I pull that built my March TBR, then keep watching, because things went downhill very quickly. Okay, so let's do this. So I am going to pick out 10 prompts, and I'm going to find a book on my bookshelf, if not in my Kindle library, and those 10 books will be books on my March TBR, as well as books that I'm anticipating because they are releasing in March. I have over 20 prompts, so let's start building my March TBR. Okay, so the first one is, y'all can see it, a book that will make you laugh. A book that would make me laugh would be a rom-com. Give me a second. I found one, a book that will make you laugh. So the only thing that I could think of is a rom-com, right? A romantic comedy. And I came up with this one, Beach Read by Emily Henry. So we have Augustus and January, and they are both best-selling authors. So January writes romance, and Augustus, he writes maybe like thrillers or something like that. And for the next summer, they are staying on the beach near each other, and they are both polar opposites. Oh, this sounds cute. We'll be reading this beach read in March. We're doing beach read in March when it's still snowing and really cold and wet. Ugh. But we'll be reading beach read okay? And hopefully I'll laugh out loud. Okay, next book. Okay. And a book that will make you cry. What's a book that will make me cry? How will I know which book will make me cry? A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tillie Cole. Based on the synopsis of this book, it seems that these two were childhood friends and one went away and they were supposed to remain in contact. However, Poppy stopped being in contact with her good friend Rune, and now that he has returned, it's like he wants to know why did she stop communicating with him? Why did she stop like writing or however they communicated? And then when he finds out the reason, he is forever changed. It has that he finds that his greatest heartache is yet to come. This already sounds sad. Hopefully I'll cry. I don't know. Some people cry. Sometimes the silliest things will make me cry, and then the things that I'm supposed to cry for, I don't cry. So we'll see how we'll see how that actually works, if I'll cry and not laugh. Yo, this book has been out for some time. It's not new, but we'll see. We'll see if it will make me cry. Number three. We keep getting yellow. A book recommended by a booktube or book talk friend. Y'all, okay. I'm just gonna look in my comments. This person here, I'll put up her suggestions. So she suggested that I read Love Theoretically, Check and Mate, Love Hypothesis, and Love on the Brain. And you know what? I am sitting down right next to Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. So this would be for our prompt number 3. Okay, prompt number 4. A book that's part of a series. A book that is easy. That is easy. A book that is part of a series. A book that is part of a series. I know. I have just the book. We have Crave. I think this is a perfect book. I actually wanted to start this series in January. This is Crave by Evelyn Sola. I've been wanting to get to this book for some time, but I haven't been able to get it. But that is fine because we're going to read it now, right? We're going to read it because why? I need to read a book that is part of a series. And why not start with this one? So we have Sandra and Jacob. And Sandra, she went on over the top party. She met Jacob. She was having the time of her life. She normally spends her Saturday nights with her girlfriend. He comes into the picture and he ruins things. In Jacob's mind, everything is perfect. She is perfect. She's the perfect remedy to everything that is happening in his life. However, his family comes and provoke him. He creates a scene and she walks away. And now he's getting another opportunity to barge back into her life, and she's not having it. She's like, she wants no part of it. So this seems like it's gonna be so good. So good, yeah. Take a good look at it. Because Evelyn Sola, she never lets me down. Prompt number 5. Let's see. Yo, I have no idea what book this jar is gonna... What is it? Is it a good one? A book set in Ireland or featuring Irish characters. I'm thinking of an Irish mafia. I like the Irish Mafia. I don't have any physical book, so I went to my Kindle. There are 2 that are jumping out to me. I have Prey by K. Blue. I guess that is an Irish Mafia, as well as Vicious, an Irish Mafia romance by V. Carter. And I think that's it. I think this is it. Vicious by V. Carter is book 1 in the Wild Irish series. This is a mafia romance. We have Una, and she's a close family friend. She usually comes to visit during summer. She and Vicious, they are good friends. They grew up together. However, now that she's back, she's all grown up. She's partying. She's hanging out with someone who constantly has buddies dropping, and he's there cleaning up. He's also very involved in their family crime organization. He's belly deep into the underworld, into the criminal underworld, and he doesn't want her involved in this. So I'm assuming he'll do anything to protect her. I read books from V. Carter like a long time ago. I haven't read her in like 2-3 years. I do remember liking her work though. I do recall liking her work. So again, Finn is knee deep into the crime underworld, and he wants to ensure that his friend Una is safe. A book by an indie author. I know the perfect book, and I know the book. That's the first book that came to mind, and it's a book that I have been meaning to read for some time. The perfect book, the only book that came to mind, was Flawless by Cassie Verano. And I've been wanting to read this ever since I read Heartless, and I just couldn't shut up about it on this next platform. In this book, we have Danica, and when you think of Danica, or words that describe Danica, it's lights, camera, flash, drugs, alcohol, and sex. And so she is a fashion model and gossip TV host, and now she's crashing and she's burning on the set, and her career is in jeopardy. And then we have Xenon, and the words that describe him is leadership, tactical awareness, physical fitness, self-discipline, commitment, and passion. However, he is a soccer player, and one mistake on the field, one unfocused moment on the field is causing him his entire soccer career. He's tired of the paparazzi. He's tired of them just replaying that one clip that is possibly ending his soccer career. And they meet. I am here for Flawless. Yo, 4 more to go. 4 more. Let's see. 1. I just need 1. This one. Okay. Green. Okay. Boom. And it says a book with a badass heroine. I'm thinking maybe some type of fantasy or paranormal. This is the book that came to mind, right? I remember seeing the sword, and it is forged by blood. I'm not even going to attempt to say this author's name because I'm going to completely butcher it, but I will put up her name on the screen. This is book 1 in the Tainted Blood duology. Let me begin with saying that this book, it is rooted in Nigerian, or it is inspired by Nigerian mythology. So we have Demi, and she lives in the midst of a tyrannical regime and with political invasion. So she just wants to survive, and she wants to avoid any suspicions from non-magical people. Now, she puts her trust in the wrong people. There was a genocide of her people that were darker skin and that were wielding magic. So she puts her trust in the wrong person, and because of that, her mother dies. And now she's just looking for a way to, 1, survive, and 2, find vengeance for her mother. And now she does not know who to trust. So she finds someone, and she realizes that her magic is also growing, but that the person that she now wants to put her trust in, they themselves also has secrets. This is really interesting. I think I'm going to love this. blood will tear them apart. I should mention that it is an enchanting tale of sacrifice and power, found family, mated love, and unexpected twists. That was book number 7. See book number 8. What is it? What is it? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. What is it? What is it? Oh, it was upside down. A new release from 2025. I am going to go with Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. And the reason why I'm going with this book is because I'm over my fear of the series ending. I was so heartbroken, assuming that this was going to be the last book in the series, but I have since been corrected and I know better now. I know that there's going to be 2 more books coming out. I love that I have not received any spoilers, and I cannot wait to dive into the continuation of Violet and Xaden's life, trials, tribulations, and whatever else they are going to face. I did get like a limited edition copy from Indigo Chapter, so the copies that y'all got in the US was so pretty, like they were so nice. And the copy that we got in Canada just gave us the map, y'all. Like we have like the pretty, you know, nice sprayed edges, but all we got was the map. I really thought that I would get more illustrations in this limited edition copy, but sadly we did not. We got the map and we got sprayed edges. Everyone read this close to release date. I kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, and as much as I was excited to read it, I just was not in the mood then. But now I feel like I'm in a better place, right? I'm now in a better place to read this book. I'm now ready to dive back into Xaden and Violet's life. Number 9. It's so pretty, 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 pretty. It's so pretty, pretty. Okay. Oh. A book with a letter that starts with the same letter as your name. A book with a title J. I could not find a book with a title that starts with the letter G, so I'm going to look through my over 2,000 ebooks. I'm sure that we will find one here. I'm sure. All right, so the first one that came up was this one here. It's part 1 and part 2. We have volumes. Yo, I think this might be the book to actually make me cry. So in this book we meet Kira, and Kira, she grew up not receiving love, not knowing how to show love. She was abandoned by her parents. She grew up in a very toxic, unloving environment, and how is she supposed to be able to give something that she hasn't been shown, she hasn't received? And she's just pushing through life, just focusing on surviving. And then the MMC, he's not looking for love. He basically grew up on the streets. He knows the streets and that is his life, and he isn't looking for love. Y'all, this book, it is crazy, it is messed up, and this book might have a really huge emotional impact on me. I'm already feeling emotionally broken because it said that she had to fend for herself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Yo, I think this is going to be the first book that I read. Honestly, as soon as March 1st hits, this is the book that I'm going to read. I have 6 physical books and 2 ebooks. Let's get in here. Okay, this one. A book with a strong female lead. Honestly, an ebook is coming to mind. A book is coming to mind with a strong female lead. This is a strong female lead. It is Raga the Huntress by Gray Huffington. And I quote, I don't want flowers, I don't want cards, I don't want sweet things, I don't want companionship. I want pistols, I want rifles, I want silencers, and I want targets. Oh my goodness. She's definitely a badass, but I think she's also a strong female lead. She wasn't one of those girls to grow up with wanting a dollhouse. What attracted her, or what had her interest, was her father's arsenal. So she wanted guns. Her father cursed her before she was even born, because her father would refer to her as Rugger after his favorite gun. If she is this strong, physically, mentally, then whoever her interest is has to be so strong. Or maybe he isn't. This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. And of course, the cover is gorgeous. Like, if I can get a physical copy of this book, I will be happy. Oh my God. So the MMC says, winning the heart of a heartless girl was deemed an impossible task. Oh, the tension, the suspense, the drama. Do I need to say anymore? Do I need to say anymore? This is book number 9 on my TBR. This has been on my Goodreads TBR, but no, this is probably going to be what? My second book. Let's move on to our final book that this jar is going to feed me to read. And the last prompt is okay, what is it? Is it good? Is it good? A book that's shorter than 250 pages. Yeah, I have that. I have that. Dum dum do 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 do. We found one. I found one, and it is a Solvent Brothers series by Sonja B, and it is Axel, which is book 1. I am death. My face is the last thing my targets see before I snatch their souls from their bodies. I gain strength from their fear and pleasure from their screams. Yo, this book is dark. This book is dark. Oh my goodness. So it starts off with, I am death. I am death. I am the snatcher of souls. What am I reading? What am I reading? I don't know if this is an MC, if he's an assassin, if he's part of a mafia. I have no idea what this guy is, his line of work is for him to be a snatcher of souls, but he's a something. He's a something, and no one would think twice of crossing him until someone, the FMC, who is feisty, comes barging into his life, turning everything upside down, bringing havoc into his life, and all he can say is, I will snatch life from anyone who tries to get in between me and my queen, even if it means burying the man who made me. Is this an MC? This has to be an MC. or a mafia. Yo, what is this? What is this? But we'll find out. We'll find out. I was not anticipating this book to be so dark. This is the book. This is the book. So those are the books that this jar has fated me to read. It started off so cute. It started off so cute. The first book was a rom-com. And the final book, it is a very dark, seemingly very dark romance. I don't know what this month is going to look like. So we went from like this to this to this, right? But it ended up here. The Faith of the TBR Jar. So there you have it. Those are the books that I will be reading in the month of March. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any book suggestions for me to put into my second jar, which would be all my book suggestions from my followers, subscribers, bookish friends. If you want your book to be in there, comment down below, because this was fun. This was actually fun because I had no idea what books I would choose, like what books the prompts would give me. I had no idea. I'm completely mystified by these books. Like, they went from so cute to so very dark. Bye.